What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode in Fear the Night. Now, we're going to be trying to take the school over today. I did a bit of night farming just to play around. Um, that one's hardy. Yeah, I just did a little bit of night farming just to play around, try to get some more antibiotics, some more water, stuff like that. Um, Not really for any reason in particular other than we're trying to get rid of our regular arrows now. Uh, I did I went ahead and scrapped a um, whole bunch of that stuff we looted, and I got tons of metal, tons of plastic. So I decided to go ahead and make up a whole bunch more field point arrows. We also have our Molotovs on us. I made up these lovely little snow boots because we leveled up enough to get to them. Now they're a bit expensive. Takes hide and cloth. It took like 20 hide, I think it was. So it's a bit expensive. We're a little ways away from getting the actual hide armor unlocked. Hide armor unlocked starting level 20. So once we get to that, that's going to be a significant armor boost for us. But anyway, we have our chain bat ready to go. We have our bow ready to go. We're going to give it a shot. I never end up capturing this thing on my first try, but I want to try to change that and try to make it happen this time. So we're going to give it a shot. I don't think we can really do much of anything else to get more prepared. So I already put the resources in here. It's ready to start repairing, so we're going to do that. We're going to grab a little bit of gas out of here. We're actually going to take all the gas, because this generator is one that we will actually run and use. So it doesn't hurt to have the extra gas in there. Another thing I did is I also rebound my, my number 8 and my number 7 key here. So they're bound to extra buttons on my gaming mouse. So I have 2 buttons on the side of my gaming mouse. This one's bound to the lower one, and this one's bound to the one further up. So it's going to help out. Instead of having to reach for 7 and 8 to heal or cure infection, it's going to be right at my thumb on my mouse. So hopefully that'll save us a little bit of time and trying to find buttons. So go ahead and get this done. We're going to give it a shot. I mean, it's not going to hurt to try. Again, like I said, I don't know how much more prepared we could have been. I mean, yeah, we just have a chain bat and a recurve bow with field point arrows, a couple Molotovs, so it's nothing special, but it should be plenty to kill these guys off. Hopefully I can get this the first time. I don't think I've ever captured this the first time around. I'm pretty sure I haven't. So, like I said, I want to change that. I want to get this damn thing captured the first time for once, and hopefully we can make that happen. So, as I had mentioned, when this kicks off, the zombies are going to be coming from this way. We're going to save the Molotovs till a little later in. Hopefully we can take care of them pretty good with the bow, and any stragglers that come through, we'll try to melee them. So no guarantees that I'm going to get this the first time. I have terrible luck with it, but you'll see that the zombies do start spawning out there. We can walk out to them if we want, but what we're going to do is we're just going to drop arrows out on them as they start coming and try to hit them. There we go. I'm not going to worry about picking up my arrows. I don't really care too much. All I want to do is just be dropping arrows out on them. Try to kill them off as they spawn, or as quickly thereafter. We can walk through them quick and try to pick up some of our arrows. Can also get a little closer here. Just like that. That guy's going to split apart. Give him an extra one. Oh. Stay away from my generator. So far, so good. There is quite a few waves though, so I'm not gonna say we're doing great yet. There we go. And now you'll see they do start increasing in the number that'll spawn. Again, you just got to kind of keep up with it. Do your best to avoid getting any of them to the generator. Go. Doing all right so far. Let's go ahead and quickly repair this. And now we're going to switch to a little bit of the chain bat action. There we go. Clear a wave with that while we wait. So far, this is going great. I think we got this, though, but I don't want to speak too early. There's lots of time left. Actually, I think that... Oh, wait. Nope, there's more coming. And again, you might not kill them with your first arrow when you hit them as they're spawning. So don't worry about that. The idea is if you don't kill them on that first arrow, they're a higher level one, so they're going to need an extra hit. But oh, I missed that one. All right, how's this doing? Almost done. All right, let's switch to the bat, or the club rather. Take a little hit there. That's okay though. Not too worried about it. That's what we have armor and we have meds for, so. There we go, and we have it. Oh, and here's what happens when a crawler gets you, by the way. If you just noticed that. So we actually did it. First time around, and to be honest, we didn't do too bad. So let's go ahead and heal up quick. We're also going to check our infection. Our infection is way down. We could just go ahead and take ourselves a whole bunch of these. And it didn't go too bad, if I do say so myself. It could have obviously been better. I was a bit off on quite a few of them shots. So, you know, it happens. I will never claim to be perfect. So, but honestly, I feel like I did pretty darn good, if I say so myself. Controlled them off the spawn pretty good. So that was the main goal, is to basically try to control them, knock them down a little bit off of spawn. But now we get the, well, as you can see, it only took 201 damage. That's really good. That's fantastic, actually. But now we got the job of, we have to go ahead and protect this, because once you capture something like this, you damn sure don't want to lose it. If you end up losing it after capturing it, you're going to be kicking yourself for it. So we got to make up a bunch of spikes for it. But more importantly, to start with, we need to go check out all these locked rooms and all these locked doors. So some of them are just like a shortcut. As you can see, shortcut across this other side. There's nothing like in this door, but you have to have the school occupied to use that. But then you got doors like this. So you come in here, you'll see some regular arrows there. You got some boxes here. Go ahead and grab what's in them. Then you have these lovely crates here. These crates can have some fantastic items in them. So let's see what's in here. But I do gotta say, I'm very pleased with myself that we got that captured. Whole big stack of bandages there. That's fantastic. We can make ourselves some more greater bandages. A little bit of cardboard, so nothing special there. Yeah, I gotta say, I was pretty convinced that I wasn't going to be able to do that in the first time, but yeah, I'm happy. Honestly say I'm very happy with that. So now we got to see what we can get lucky and find here. Hopefully we can find ourselves like a piece of maybe hide helmet. That would be absolutely fantastic. Some sneakers. I'm not going to bother. Well, I guess I'll take them. We can scrap them down if nothing else. Them snow boots that we got are way better. So go ahead and grab all this stuff. A little bit of arrows, some water, a little bit of food. Some normal stuff out of the garbage there. All right, let's push on. Another thing we get access to now is we can actually use this bench now. So it's absolutely fantastic. It's a great spot to have a salvage bench, because as the loot respawns in here, we just run in here, salvage everything down to base materials, and we're good to go. Now, a couple of the main rooms are these ones. These big crates here will have what you're looking for to pack the scouts with. So we'll get to them in just a minute. We're going to grab these cardboard boxes here. Grab a little bit of cardboard. We're a couple pieces shy on cardboard to upgrade to level 3 cardboard armor. But you loot these and you'll see you got a hacking tablet, you got the power tools, and you have the activation code for the scouts. So everything you need to hack a scout is right here. Everything. With the exception of gas to power it up when you're done, and the know-how of how to hack them, you have all the tools needed to do it. So there's 3 of these crates in the school. And again, I had mentioned this before, hacking tablets have 10 uses. They take 10 durability off every time you use one for a hack. So there's 3 tablets in the school, and you'll get 30 hack attempts out of them. So absolutely fantastic. Go ahead and keep looting, see what else we can find. And again, we might not find anything great in here right now, but when the loot respawns in here, you can come back, re-loot these crates, and you never know what you're going to find. You could find some pretty nice things in here. Like I said, hide armor. We haven't unlocked it yet, but you can find that in here. So, canned meat. Now, canned meat is slightly better than canned fruit. Fruit gives 10, meat gives 30. So, it's quite a difference, actually. So, definitely a slight boost there in how much you get in return. So, yeah, to be honest, I was honestly expecting that was not going to go according to plan. But hey, sometimes you just got to have confidence in yourself and make it happen. So now we also have this in here, which is a workbench. We will use this to make our spike walls to protect the generator. We're going to do one row around the generator on the 3 sides with spikes, so it takes like, I think it's 20 spikes to do, so it does take quite a few. Now you can also make your ammo and stuff here. Again, it's great. This place has 3 of these medium structure slots, so feel free to use them. You don't have to use whatever bench is actually in here. Like for instance, say we didn't want this bench, you could go ahead and destroy it. We're not going to, but you could go ahead and destroy it and put down whatever the hell you wanted instead. So it does come with the option to change them out. Like say, being we already have the 5 normal benches set up, we could go ahead and remove the salvage bench, remove the workbench. Ooh, there we go. There's our hide helmet. Let's actually slap that on right now. It's got the same armor amount starting as the mining helmet, so it's absolutely great piece. We're up to 235 armor score at the moment, which is pretty damn good. That's why we were able to take a few of them hits outside. But as I was saying, being we already have the 5 main benches up like that, we could go ahead and keep this distillery and, you know, destroy the other 2 and put in, say, like the stove or the oven. I think it's the stove is the first one. We could put the stove in, and then we could put something in like a storage cabinet, or basically whatever you'd want to put in, to be honest. As long as it'll fit in the medium structure slot. There is one bench that has to go in a large structure slot, so you wouldn't be able to put that in here, but otherwise your options are pretty open for what you could do here. Now for me personally, I only capture this place just to get the scouts. Other than the scouts, I don't really use this place much. I will use the water purifier or the distillery thing, just because it's so much quicker. Don't have to worry about running a campfire. Just come here, pop in a couple 100 bottles of water, start it up so the generator runs, let it go through, and you'll only spend a couple minutes waiting for your water. So it's fantastic. It really is. It's definitely something when we get ourselves a bigger shelter, we are going to take advantage of that and put it in. So here's a spare piece of armor. Now, you guys might be going, well, you already have that. Why are you taking that? Well, it's definitely to your benefit to have an extra set of armor. Definitely. I would say that without a doubt. And the reason for this is you can die. You can die, and when you do, your stuff gets dropped on the ground, and then you have to go back and pick it up. So it's kind of nice to have a second set of armor and even like just a bow with some plain arrows, or an extra bat laying around, because in case you die, you just want to slap something on real quick and take off. So again, we have a spare hide helmet now. We can just save that for later on and go ahead and use that. So here again, another hacking tablet, the power tools for hacking, and the activation code. So it's absolutely fantastic. So we can hack a maximum of 3 scouts at the moment. We'll end up logging out of the game and logging back in before we even perform a hack. So we'll have the chance to get 3 more of each again. Now I'm not saying we're going to hack 6 scouts right away, but I wouldn't mind hacking as many as possible the first time we do it. Ooh, another hide helmet, damn. Got lots of hide helmets. But yeah, I wouldn't mind hacking as many as possible the first time around, just so then we're good to go for quite a while. It is nice to be able to have as many as you can, just because, you know, you can carry more stuff, you're able to level them up more consistently together. So the scouts don't get XP by killing, they basically get XP through their time running, basically is what I'll put it. So basically whenever you have them on and they're not like shut down, they'll gain XP at a slow rate and be able to level up so you can increase their weight, you know, and stuff like that, increase their movement speed. You could increase their attack, but the scout's attack is really so minute of a thing, it's not even worth bothering. We have so many hide helmets now. I think we're going to get rid of a couple of them just because we only need one spare one for now, but yeah, some more canned meat, so absolutely fantastic. I'm absolutely thrilled to death that we got this place. So happy about that. Let's finish looting this out, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a trip back up north after this. I want to show you guys the plans for our next, like, where we want to get set up for taking a base and stuff. They're cardboard top, man. Sneakers. Alright, so cargo pants. Yeah, we did pretty good here, if I do say so myself. Lots of extra armor that we don't necessarily need, though. Now, some of it you can scrap down, some of it you can't. I will show you exactly what you can salvage now. Let's just come around to here, and we have our lovely little salvage bench set up, so we can go ahead and see what we can salvage down. So you'll notice none of the hide armor, none of the cardboard armor can you actually salvage down. This just salvages into cloth. So if you need cloth, you could go ahead and do that. However, we are definitely not hurting for cloth, so there's no need for us to keep it. We're just going to go ahead and drop all that on the ground. We have 2 extra of these, so we only want to keep 1. We want to keep 1 spare armor, so you'll see we don't need them sneakers either. We actually have a pair already. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. We got 53 bandages out here. That means we can go ahead and craft ourselves up some more greater bandages here and make 10 of them up, because that's all the antibiotics we have on us currently. But now what we need to do is we need to go get some wood. We need to make ourselves some spiked walls, get this sucker all taken care of, all absolutely ready to be defended. So walk our way through there. You can sneak through there a little bit when you're walking. You can't jump or sprint while you're crafting in your inventory, so do take note of that. Nothing there we want. Alright, let's go on over here, and we're going to start chopping down trees. Another thing I'm going to get rid of is the Molotovs. I don't particularly like to use them because of the fact that they do not give you XP. They absolutely don't give you any experience when you get kills with them or do damage with them. So I don't like using anything that's not gonna give me the XP. Get rid of him and him. Whoops, I missed. My bad. That one split apart, so we're just walking the other way. So now, like I mentioned, it's gonna take about 20 of these spikes to get that set up. We're gonna need roughly 300 wood. Plus, we're gonna need our extra for repairs on our own stuff. Go ahead and kill this guy off before he becomes a problem. And he fall. Oh, nope. Looked like he fell forward when I turned. Hit, please. Thank you. Yeah, it takes quite a bit of wood, to make these spiked walls, but it's definitely in your interest to make sure POIs specifically and any harder shelters to take over are well guarded, because you don't want to lose it and end up having to retake it. That would suck, if I do say so myself. So we almost have enough wood. Almost. Gonna go ahead and get a little bit more here. But hopefully we can just make one trip through and get it done. There we go, another bottle of water. Whoops. Let's actually get rid of these. I really don't want them, to be perfectly honest. Again, just because of the fact that they don't give you XP. Now the grenades, on the other hand, do give you XP when you use them. I absolutely love grenades. If you guys have not seen my videos using grenades on here, you can get some absolutely nutty amounts of XP from using grenades. It is absolutely incredible. But anyway, we have enough wood, or we should rather. We're gonna run on in and use ourselves that little workbench there and make ourselves up the spikes. Then we're gonna go ahead and get them placed down, and if we have enough time after that, like I said, I do want to take you guys up north so you can see where I do want to set up for our shelter area. If you guys have seen me play this before, you guys will know exactly where I'm talking about. It's a great location, I think, earlier on. Later on, we will be taking a spot more centralized in the map. But for now, area 2 is up here, and then area 3 and 4 are over here. So this isn't too bad of a corner. Ideally, I wouldn't mind setting up in here, but I do like this spot just because of the benches that are there, and it's a great spot to go around and loot. It's also not too far away from this layer for chemicals, so, you know, I don't know, for me it ends up working out just fine. We're going to craft up all 22 of these. We're going to get them all placed down. Whether we actually need 22 or not doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and put them all down just to make sure, because like I said, don't want to end up losing this place. I want to be able to come back here and hack more scouts as we need them, and I don't want to have to retake this place. It does take a couple minutes to craft these up. Again, unfortunately, you have to stay in here. Now, if you're playing on a public server and there's actually somebody playing that already has this place, that's actually still on the server, you can go ahead and make yourself a hacking tablet, and you'll either have to get them to open the doors to the scout pits for you, or you'll have to find one in the wild. So you're going to need a laptop and power tools to make your hacking tablet, and then you're also going to need to kill the scouts until you get one to drop their activation code. So it's a bit more of a, what do I want to call it? I'll call it a pain in the ass process to hack one in the wild. It really is, because you got to be able to find one. Then you got to wait till it gets night and hope it turns off. And finding one alone in the wild can be a bit of a challenge. Let alone finding one and then getting to follow it till it's dark and having it shut off. So yeah, it's quite the process if you're doing it in the wild. I've never actually hacked one in the wild. We've found several of them in the wild while we're out running around and stuff, but I've never actually hacked one in the wild. I wouldn't mind trying it, to be perfectly honest, but it's just a matter of, gotta find it, it's gotta be dark, it's gotta shut itself down. You know, it's, like I said, it's a process. So I wouldn't mind trying it out if we could get lucky and find one in the wild, but there again, you gotta get lucky and find it. It's gotta be dark, and you gotta have the stuff on you too, is another thing. So again, quite a process. All the night zombies running around too are going to give you quite the headache versus here, where, you know, you're going to be in a caged in fence and not have to worry about any night zombies messing with you. You're now also not going to have to worry about the defense waves until after you hack it and come back out of the cage, because there is defense waves to hacking any of the robots. The scouts are fairly simple. The enforcers, on the other hand, are quite a bit more of a bear. Well, that's putting it mildly, I guess. It's hacking an enforcer is it's a job. There's no other way to put it. It is a chore to do. Can you get that in there? Good. Go ahead and add these ones up here. Now your own spikes you can touch, as you can see. You can jump up on them and walk around on them. When the zombies touch them, it will do damage to them. So go ahead and just place these down, being we got them. Actually, you know what we could do with the extras? We could go ahead and put them at our jump point over here. Because we do have this jump point shelter. And make sure that it's protected. I think I'm just going to save the one here. I'm not too worried about the one with the construction bench. I'd rather keep the one that's got the armor bench. A little closer to where we would come into the school or go to the scouts anyway. So I just took that one and made the construction bench just so you guys could see it. We'll actually take a pit stop over there before we take a quick jog up north too. So you guys could see what other benches you could put in the school if you absolutely wanted to. Instead of, you know, the workbench and the salvage bench. I would probably suggest keeping the water purifier just because of how handy it is. I mean, it's a godly machine. It really is. So just gonna go ahead and pop a couple of these down. We got 4, so we're gonna go ahead and use all 4 here. I normally would only put 3 here just to save on like time stuff, but might as well. Again, this will be the one that we keep. The rest of our hide armor unlocks, like I said, at level 20, level 21. Level 22 is the metal door shield. Then the hide helmet, then you get into like the level 2s and stuff. I'm not going to worry about upgrading our other piece of cardboard armor. I don't feel like it's absolutely necessary, to be honest. We're also going to drop off all our stuff for the scouts here, just because it's going to be nice and close for us. Easy for us to come to. It's also going to be our spot for our extra armor set. And we're going to be throwing our other bandages in there. This food, a couple pieces of stuff like this that we absolutely don't need or care about on us. I think that's good enough. We're just going to we'll end up dropping that on the ground, I think. Combine them stacks and yeah, we should be good to go. So let's just pop on over to this one quick. Now the other benches you could potentially put down, including storage, are like the cabinet. Cabinet is a storage. You could use the medicine bench, which is very handy, but it's expensive to make the stuff on there. The stove, the refrigerator, which the refrigerator you need your generator constantly running for it to work, but it keeps food from spoiling super quick. The distillery is already in there, and then later on you'll get into like the storage room, which is bigger than the cabinet. Great earlier game storage before you get to like the safes. Then the machine tool is the one that goes on the big slot, which we will cover that once we get to it more. What else do we have in here? The oven is another great thing to have later on. The safe is honestly the best storage thing. Very, very expensive to make, but it's well worth it when you get to it. And then you pretty much, that's about it. Then you got stuff for the big cargo down there, but the big cargo is a end of the line, completely end game thing. So yeah, big cargo is something it's going to be a while. I'll just put it that way. It's going to be a long time until we get to the big cargo. So anyway, I think what we're going to do is we're going to end up saving going up north to check that out for the next episode. And we'll actually make a loot run in Area 2 so we can hopefully get some other stuff. I'm going to grab myself a little bit more wood here quick, and then we're going to head in and we're going to test out that water purifier to end the episode. You guys can see just how fast that sucker is. It's absolutely fantastic. But I wanted just a little bit of wood for repairs on my bow here. It does cost a decent amount of wood. It's not too bad as far as the other resources go, but it is kind of kind of heavy on the wood somewhat. But anyway, you come in here to this, and you're going to go ahead and access it. Going to drop in your tainted water, and oh wait, we got to power on the generator first. Yep, I knew I was forgetting something. Go and turn on the generator. And this is why you're going to want to keep gas in the generator, and also why you're going to want to protect it. When it's running, zombies will come to try to give it a smack. So turn it on. Our water purifier is probably already running. So yeah, head our way back over here and check it out, see how it's doing, see how quick it's going. It's, like I said, it's fantastic. It's hands down one of the best benches in the game, just for that reason. Yep, it's already running. You can go ahead and access the inventory here. You can see it's already got 11 done. You'll see it only takes a couple seconds for it to purify each bottle, so it's phenomenally fast. You could, yeah, you could do what? Like, I don't remember how slow the campfire is for it, but I think you can do like 5 to 10 bottles on here in the time to do one on the campfire, if my numbers are right. I can't remember though, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, as you can see, it's almost done already, and we just powered it up. Now, when you are done with it, you're gonna want to make sure that you come out here and shut off your generator, not only to keep the zombies from coming over to it, but also to save on gas. Gas is pretty easy to obtain, but once you get a decent amount of scouts and stuff, you're going to be using quite a bit of gas to keep them powered up. So you just go ahead, click F, power that bad boy off, and you'll see we still have plenty of gas in here, and eventually we will get more. So that's going to do it for this episode. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Never mind. One more thing I want to point out about hacking the scouts. As you can see, it's still really early in the day, so we're going to be able to get in that other episode of going up north first, and then we're going to come back when it gets dark to hack the scouts. But one thing I do want to point out is normally for me, the only cage I hack the scouts in is this first one here. The other two can spawn zombies in and are more likely to have zombies around them. These ones are your best bet for getting to go into standby mode. As the zombies aren't as prevalent down here, and they don't like to shut off when they're having to deal with zombies either. So that's all I wanted to say about that. Now we are going to end the episode. Next episode we are going to be taking a run up here, and we will be doing a little bit of a loot run up in here. I'll point out what spot is the POI, what's the layer, all sorts of stuff like that. We might even end up taking a walk up there just to check it out. But anyway, that's it for now. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Hopefully you guys are gaining a little bit of knowledge or insight if you guys are trying this game out yourself. I would not recommend taking this over on day 3 unless you are absolutely comfortable in the game. As you guys saw by all the zombies, it is challenging. Yeah, and normally I don't ever get it on my first attempt. So day 3 is definitely the earliest I've ever taken this. And I'm very pleased to have it, but at the same time, I'm quite surprised that I actually got it and for as little damage as was done to it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys are enjoying the videos, make sure you guys take the time to smash that like button for me. Comment down below if you have any questions or comments. Let me know. I'm more than willing to help you guys if you guys are playing this game as well. So again, let me know if you have any questions, if you have any comments, any sort of suggestions, you want to see anything. Feel free to leave that down in the comment section. And as always, guys, if you guys are enjoying the videos, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and you trigger those notification bells so you never miss out on a video. And again, thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And we will catch you guys for the next episode.